Hello, Positive Thinkers United. So we are part 2 of Ask Mel. You guys have had a lot of questions and I'm really looking forward to answering them. So I'm going to just dive right in and answer some of the other questions that you had. You guys are so incredible. The fact that you actually want to know a little bit about me, and I'm very humbled that you guys are interested in that. And soon I will be getting back to vlogging more often, and I know that you all are understanding of the break that I've taken, and I truly appreciate that. So I just wanted to say that in advance, so thank you. All right, the first question is Harry Bryant asked, when did you get Tyson? What's the story behind you getting him? And he's one of my favorite puppies. So I actually, when I was searching, I moved out of my parents' house and I really wanted to get a dog. And at the time I wanted a little Yip Yip dog. I wanted a Maltese Yorkie, and my boyfriend at the time was like, no, you're not getting one of those. You're gonna get a bigger dog. So we were tossing back and forth different breeds, and one day my mom called and said, hey, there's American Bulldog puppies for sale. And it was a little sign on the side of the road. And we were like, okay, well, let's go. So we all went, looked at these puppies, and immediately I saw Tyson. And the first thing I saw were his big paws and his ears. And that's always been one of my favorite things about the bug. His ears were just my favorite thing, and he was falling over his paws because they were so much bigger than him. And I immediately saw him and I just knew. I knew he was gonna be my dog, I knew he was gonna be my best friend, and I knew he was gonna be that. He chose me, I would like to say. And you know, I wish that it would have been from a rescue, which kind of, it was a rescue. Unfortunately, it was a breeder, but I rescued him from the breeder. That's how I'm imagining it. But it was the best decision I ever made. He's been an expensive dog, but I wouldn't have it any other way. He is my best friend, and yeah, so we can blame my mom for that. My mom was the one who found Tyson, and I ended up falling in love immediately. So note to self, that's also, so a note to myself is I have vowed to not go look at puppies, because I know that once I go look at them, one will be in my car leaving with me. So I have not looked at puppies since, but maybe one day. Yasmin St. Martin asked, what is your fitness routine? So I like to switch up my fitness routines a lot. I go to the gym. If I go to the gym, I'll do about 10 minutes of cardio, which is maybe like 8 minutes of a basic, really steady pace on the treadmill, and then I sprint for the last 2 minutes. I'm not a sprinter at all, but it gets my heart rate up. And then I'll go and do circuits, usually squats, abs, burpees, push-ups, arm raises. Actually, my arms are sore because of my gym workout yesterday. Push things, bench press. I kind of just switch it up. And then I really enjoy Pure Barre. I haven't been back in a while, but I will be getting a membership again. I really miss it. It was kind of my sanctity. I loved it. I also love yoga. Yoga is my favorite, probably one of my favorite things to do for my soul. And I know that sounds crazy if you've never tried yoga. Go, and you have to find the perfect instructor. I've only found 2 instructors that genuinely make my heart feel happy when I leave. There are other yogas I feel good after I leave, but my heart just feels full after I leave. But my heart just usually feels so full after I leave their classes. So yoga. I also really enjoy fitness kickboxing. I have not found a gym up here that I have stuck to. I'm kind of a snob when it comes to fitness kickboxing, because I used to take down in Bradenton, and I had one of the best instructors in the whole entire world. I loved him, and I have not been able to find somebody in comparison to him. So if you know of any, let this girl know. So that's my fitness routine. Taylor Baylor Vlogs. I really like this question. If you could go back and tell your younger self something with the knowledge you know now, what would it be? I would tell my younger self to just not stress. I have a tendency, and I've had this for my whole life, I am a people pleaser. I constantly want to make sure that everybody is happy and content and their needs are met majority of the time before myself. And I wish that I know that that's something I'm working on right now. Being 30, I'm trying to work very hard on making sure that I'm happy and I'm doing things that make me happy. And if something is in my life that isn't making me happy anymore, to eliminate that. And I wish that I would have told my younger self that. Granted, everything was a life lesson. I'm very grateful for that. But I wish that I would have done more things for what truly made me happy instead of somebody else, I guess. And I know that that sounds really bad, but that could be anything. It could, I mean, it goes down to choosing my classes for college sometimes. I genuinely thought, okay, well, this would be good because this would satisfy this, and it was never always, it's never ever truly been what, and so it's been like, now I've been truly taking step backs in certain situations and just being like, does this make Melissa happy? And that is my goal, is to make me happy and put the smile on my face, because in the end, all you have is yourself, and nobody else is going to fulfill everything that you desire unless you were truly happy with yourself. So that's what I've learned. I wish I could tell my younger self that. If you're younger or even my age or older, just love yourself and do things for you again. Even if you're a mom, if you're a grandma, if you're a student, do something that makes your heart happy. And one of those things for me is journaling. And I have been journaling so much more lately, and I've realized how much of an outlet that is. So find something that makes you happy and do it. I wish that I would have told my younger self to pay more attention to what's in here. Christina loves urban exploring. Ooh, do you want to have children? Yes, 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 yes. I cannot wait to be a mom. I know that I in the past, it's funny because I'll, you know, walk past kids, screaming kids, and I'll be like, oh, but now it's like, oh, you know, a lot of my friends are already having kids. I would love to be a mom. I think I'm gonna be a good mom, and I'm gonna love that damn child or children. And I think if I could be half the mom that my mom was for me, I think I'm in a really good place. I have a good foundation of values, and I can't wait to instill them into a little being. The pregnancy part, I'm not really looking forward to, but I'm really looking forward to being a mom, yes. And ideally, I would like to have 2 kids, and that would be an older boy, younger girl, but I just want them healthy. Tara McCarthy asked, my question is, what is your favorite thing about your new house? A lot of you, actually, a lot of people have asked about my house, and Lily J also asked, how'd you go about choosing the home that you did? My friend and I are looking for a place together, and we're not exactly sure what to look for. Honestly, it happened so fast. I actually looked at my financial expenses and realized that I was paying an absurd amount of money in rent. And then I started doing the comparison of what a mortgage would be, and it was a no-brainer. I would be saving quite a bit of money in a mortgage rather than renting. And truly, I bought the house because I know Tyson needed a yard. Tyson needed an area to look out a window, and he needed a place to sunbathe, and I needed my space. I needed a spot for me. I needed to feel grounded. And I kind of was searching around, and I was searching through neighborhoods, and I was in my neighborhood, and I accidentally turned down a street and realized, oh shoot, it's a dead end. And then I saw a for sale sign. I think I've already explained this to you. I saw a for sale sign to the right of me, and I was like, oh, okay. So then I get on Zillow, I'm looking up the house credentials. This woman walks out, she's like, hi, I'm the realtor, are you my appointment? I'm like, oh gosh, no, I'm so sorry. She's like, well, do you want to see the house? Long story short, ended up falling in love with the backyard. That was my nail in the coffin. I wanted that backyard. The realtor ended up being the neighbor, and it was all pretty crazy. It was a crazy whirlwind. There were 3 other offers. The house was only on the market for I think 5 days. 3 other offers, and I think 2 of them were higher than mine. We had to come back with your highest and best. And God willing, I got this house, and it was the best thing that I could have done. And I think what I love the most about this house is obviously the backyard, but that it's mine. This is my home. This is mine and Tyson's home, where we're able to just kind of grow and do whatever we want. I can decorate however we want. I can paint a wall a puke green color. I won't, but I could if I wanted to, because you know what? It's my house. So yeah, I love my home. You know, even throughout all of my apartments, I remember I had a house phone one time in one of my apartments, and I still would never change it to home because it wasn't home. It was an apartment. I actually had it listed in my phone as apartment, and it's my home now. I mean, my childhood home will always be my home, but this is mine. This is my home, and it's small, it's quaint, but it's mine. And I'm happy and I love it. And eventually I think I will end up getting a bigger home when I'm married and have kids. But right now it works, and I love it. Sometimes I just get home and I look at my home and I just sit on my couch and I'm just like, you know, it's a really, really cool feeling. And I would, it was one of the coolest feelings in the whole world. And I'm grateful that I have the ability to have my own home. So yeah. A lot of people are asking about the podcast too. The podcast will be back. There has been obviously a lot happening in my life. And Allie and I have kind of come to the conclusion that it needed a little break for me. It was for me. And she's so understanding of that. But it will be back. I miss the podcast. I miss those moments with Allie, just being girly and talking about everything and giving advice, even though it might not be the best advice and we're not experts on anything. But the podcast was fun and it was an outlet and I loved it. So it will be back. Mia will be back. I promise you. Christy Myers asked, can you give some advice on moving on after a breakup? Like how to deal with not having that person around, how to stay positive, keep motivated to work out, and go to work every day with a smile and be professional. Okay, so I was gonna try to not have a breakup question in here, but there was a lot of questions about a breakup. And I wanted to make sure that I addressed it. It was really, really tough. And it's always been really tough for me after a breakup because I'm not the kind of person who is able to just move on so quickly. I internalize a lot and I think about things, and I am a person that says, okay, well, what could I have done differently? What could this have been? And that's bad. But I journaled a lot after my breakup. Even during my breakup, I journaled a lot. But it was difficult for me to go to work. In fact, the first day, I believe it was after my breakup, I walked into my office and my pictures were all hung up in my office, and I just broke down. And one of my coworkers came in and she just started taking them off, taking all the pictures, moving them down, putting them in the corner. And she was like, when you're ready, replace them. And it was really interesting to have that kind of support. My family was incredible. My friends, oh my gosh, they were there for me and just checking on me. But it was difficult because this person was so much a part of your life, and then all of a sudden you have to treat it almost like a death, where you're just like, okay, I can't talk to them anymore. I can't tell them about my day. But a lot of people, it doesn't take long for them to move on, and that's fine. But for me, it took a long time. And that's fine. I really enjoyed just being alone, being with Tyson. I went to the gym when I was sad. When I felt like I was about to cry, I'd go to the gym, because you can't cry at the gym. So I would go to the gym. I probably went shopping a little too much, but meh. Oh, and that was the other question. Where do I get my clothes? I go to Charlie's Boutique down in Bradenton, and there's also a place up here in St. Pete called The Shop that I love. And then obviously TJ Maxx, things like that. But anyways, so breakup. Lean on your friends. Lean on your coworkers if you're very close with them. Go to an amusement park, take a vacation, treat yourself to a spa day, because it will get better and you will move on. And I can tell you that, because people used to tell me that, and I was like, no, it's so the heart breaking. But you will move on, and you will be happy. And the most important thing that I can tell you is to find your happy again. Find what makes you tick and pursue that, because you'll never be happy in another relationship until you find out what truly makes you happy. And it's difficult, but if you think that you're gonna text him or her, text your best friend, and your best friend should know that you're gonna be doing that. Pinterest, I looked up a lot of quotes on Pinterest. Those were always pretty good, but I would change my mind. I would change my mindset. I would just think, okay, I'm sad. Yes, I'm very sad right now, but I'm not going to be sad forever. And that's something that you need to remind yourself of. Okay, so that's it. I'm at 16 minutes right now, so I am going to have to probably cut down on some of my answers. Clearly, I'm a talkative person. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your questions. If we ever get more questions, maybe I'll do another question and answer vlog, and hopefully it will be about different subjects. I don't know. But thank you all so much for your love, your support, and we're growing. Positive thinking is a really incredible thing, and I'm appreciative of all of you. And look how fun my sleeves are. Aren't they fun? I love them. Okay, ADD. I gotta go. This is obviously ending and adding more time. Thanks for watching. Love y'all.